Hey, folks, how's everybody doing?
Whoa,
Oh my goodness! Whoa! What?
whoa.
What are we doing?
You did the wrong intro. Remember, I told you I don't want to do Tinkering with Tech anymore. I'm done with that show. I want to do the comic book review show.
I know, but we have a show. What? I already scheduled this one. I mean,
no,
you don't want to do it anymore.
We even have a special guest. I scheduled a special guest today.
Okay, now who in the world could that be? Who in the? Okay, look on here. Look, it says Captain America. It says Hulk. It has all these. Who's your special guest then?
Yeah, you're gonna love this. It's my absolute all-time favorite, most spectacular, wonderful, awesome superhero, and her name is. Are you ready for this?
Sure.
Wonder Woman. We got Wonder Woman.
There she is.
We got Wonder Woman. Look at that. It's Wonder Woman from Streamyard. Wonder Woman from Streamyard. Where is it? Is it right here? Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah,
Wonder Woman from Streamyard, also known as Dana. We're going to actually, this April Fools, everybody. It's not really the comic book review show, but anyway.
April Fools.
That's right.
April Fools. I'm a little disappointed, so it's going to be up to you, Dana, to live up to the hype of Wonder Woman. I think you can handle it, though. I think you can handle it. If Gage sends you in his stead, I think that works. So why don't you tell the folks out there what it is that you do with StreamYard so they can know, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, absolutely. So I recently joined StreamYard and I'm working in the sales and marketing to grow StreamYard's brand, to grow their reach. As everyone knows, these times have been so crazy, especially recently. So I think me joining the team within the last several weeks was really timely for them to have someone specialized in sales and in marketing for StreamYard. So that's what I do.
That's so awesome.
That is really awesome. Oh, I forgot to take my kapows off. Sorry. That is no, that's all right. That is really awesome that you did join when you did. I mean, who knew that you would be so necessary to the team? They were already growing, right? Though, I mean, they were already in a need. It was before any of this stuff happened around the world. So I would like to know, what are some of the, I mean, you haven't been there since very long before everything took place, but I was wondering how the company is handling some of the things that are taking place in, some of the, what are we saying, challenges, some of the challenges that are taking place with it.
So
I forgot to mention this part. Sometimes we get these things where people do this. It's not coming up on your screen right now, but that's all right.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Sometimes we get these things and they just sort of pop up like that.
There it was. Yeah, it was. It was there for a second. Right. Sorry.
I like that.
Thank you, Professor Nez. We appreciate it. Support. 100%. Is so cool.
100%.
Thank you.
We forgot to share that with you.
Yeah, sorry. That happens. Sorry.
Oh, that's fun. We can stop the show for those.
Okay. All right. So some of the challenges. That was the question.
Yes, some of the challenges. Yeah. So like for almost every, every website that operates online, they've seen a huge influx of customers, and so have we. So more people are being forced. People are kind of being forced to run their business, to live their life, to build their communities online now. So the interesting thing for us has been how many Italians and how many people from Spain are using StreamYard now. So in the last month, it's just we've seen huge growth from those places specifically, which has been really interesting. And so on our end, where we're at now is we're trying to grow our support team to be able to support all these new customers just within the last month. Even though we were growing pretty quickly, pretty fast before this crazy pandemic has happened.
Yeah, Mike out there. That's Mike's.
You are now our favorite StreamYard person.
Yeah, and I mean, I thought that was appropriate to put up at that moment, because the fact that you've shown up at the time that you've shown up and that you're here on the show. By the way, guys, everybody watching, this is her first stream representing StreamYard. So we're glad that you decided to join us. So you are our favorite. And Mert had said, "Hi, you Wonder Woman." So that's pretty cool.
I hope I don't let him down.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And we do have so many people out there joining us on both YouTube and Twitch. I don't want to take up too much of our time because we do have a limited time with Dana, and we want to make sure that our Tinkering with Tech folks have the opportunity to meet with you in the backstage pass. So I am just going to pop some of these up real quick. I use StreamYard exclusively from Professor Nez. I've been live streaming for over 5 years. It's the best platform and customer attention, and I think he's totally right.
Wow,
you know, when we used to do Hangouts, that's how I got started in live streaming way back in the day. Okay.
Back in the day. Yep.
And they had a thing called Comment Tracker, and it brought the whole comment up on screen. Okay. And to me, that engagement was so important to everything, being able to, I mean, you can go watch a talking head on TV, but you don't get all this. And it brings the audience in with us. See, everybody's out there chatting and doing all this kind of stuff. You miss all that. And we like to bring up every comment we can, because what that does is you see that engagement going on. And that to me is what builds us. And that's why I fell in love with StreamYard, because it allows it to come up on screen, which it makes them a part of it. Yeah.
And I so like that too. And the problems with hosting webinars not on StreamYard, like if you were to choose kind of like Zoom or a product like that, where everyone is in that Zoom meeting, the only problem is that you can't show comments in your Zoom webinar. So people will have to turn on their audio. And if you have 100 people, they're not going to all turn on their audio, or it's just going to sound crazy. So it's easy for them to interact with us on screen when they're just able to put a little comment in like, "Hey, how's it going? How are you guys doing? Loving the show," things like that. And you're absolutely right that it's such a good way to just build community.
Well, and just to show you how technical and weird I am, we had a Zoom, this is at work or whatever, and we had 15 people in. Okay. I actually had my screen with StreamYard. That was my video. And any comment that they put in Zoom, I copied and pasted it into StreamYard. Oh, and I put it on screen, and I put it on screen. So everyone. I love that. What a great idea. It was in the Zoom, but it just showed up under my things. That's where everybody got it was kind of cool. It was kind of neat. But I do weird stuff like that though all the time. So.
Well, we tried to make that so that you wouldn't have to be that techie.
Exactly. Right. Look at Eileen Smith. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Eileen.
Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, Eileen. That's awesome.
She's so famous in our StreamYard group.
Oh, I know. And what a great supporter. Awesome. What a great she's part of our community as well. She's a paid member in our community. Okay.
Oh, neat. Yeah, so we'll see her after the show.
Absolutely. I hope so. Yeah, if she's available.
Hopefully she joins. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So Mike wanted to ask you if you'd give if Michael's given you his feature wish list yet. Remember, I told you he's the feature guy. He's the feature king. Always doing that. Yep, that's right. Yep, I know. He'll always keep us updated on what he needs next.
Oh my gosh!
As this is bringing up comments, I want to bring up something that I'm just really impressed with. I'm just going to click through these as I'm talking about it. But notice how as it disappears or comes back on, goes back off, how it shifts the three of us up above the comments. That's a recent addition, and one of the reasons why I absolutely love.
Oh my gosh! Hold on.
Pause. They're looking there.
Oh no! Yep, pause.
Thank you, Myrtle.
Thank you, dear Myrt. Thank you so much. I'm blessed. I'm blessed with all the friends that I have out there. You guys are amazing.
So sweet.
But so this is the reason why
this is a request that I made all the time, Heather.
The super chat?
I know, truly, this little thing when we pop it up like that little thing is just so silly because it would cover your face. Oh, there's another one. Hello, Jim. Thank you very much, Jim.
His screen is going to be money the whole time.
Yeah. I'm good with that.
Not a lot of talking going on.
I'm good with that.
Okay, so what I'm saying is, let me finish, guys, before you put another dollar up there. But is how awesome StreamYard is at responding to something that really seems silly. Because before it would just put that right over your face, and it would
Mhm.
really be rude to our
Yes.
guest. And I
Mhm.
hated putting comments up
Absolutely.
because
Yeah.
of that reason. So we would do this thing where we would remove you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Or
don't know what that
maybe
was
not.
about, but
I
okay.
don't either. Did you hit
Or
that button?
whatever.
Last time?
Yeah, I must have hit the wrong
We
one
would
because it
remove.
did something else on another screen.
How about
Anyway,
that? Like that? Remove her.
there we go. And then I
I
Just
would
to
put
the
that
comment.
up.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
see. Yep.
And then I
Yeah.
would have to put it up. So it was
Yeah.
such a difficult thing to put that up there,
Yeah.
and that little movement, that little
Mhm.
bit of help, and they really do listen to their customers. That was the entire point of everything I was trying to say there, is how
Yeah.
much they listen to us.
And the color matches the color of the super chat too. That's really kind of cool too that they did all those. And
I
there's a lot of stuff that y'all do.
I love how super chats show up. I think it's so neat that they're so much different. Like so you really can display them because those are so important to your community
Look
too.
at there.
And
There
the
you
money,
go,
another one.
I love. I
Ding
love
ding
that.
ding.
So
We're
I also think like you say it's such a little feature.
Yeah.
It's such a small feature to request, but I think it changes the whole experience of being on the show, because you're right, it used to cover whoever's on the bottom. It would cover the whole, basically their whole webcam. And now that we kind of we do these, we call them like subtle transitions.
Yeah.
And so that just changes the whole feel of.
I would like it anyway. I don't care if it covered me up. And I even told them that. I said, just put the videos in a different place.
Yeah.
Let the guest be the first one. Because I would like to. The guest is what it's about, not me. You could cover my face, then you could see my bald head and it'll look like a mushroom sticking up above it or something, whatever.
All right, so we have a couple of questions that I want to get to right after this one here. Right after this.
Awesome. $20.
Because I
Richard.
can.
Thank you, Richard.
And I like StreamYard, and I like all that Michael does for us. So thank you, Richard. That's awesome. Appreciate it.
That is a blessing.
So we have some major questions I want to get to.
Yes.
First of all, Jolynn is asking, where's the best place to learn more about StreamYard? Where would you suggest they go?
Well, I would start with on our website, but then on our website we have resources, so streamyard.com/resources, and then it'll take you to our Get Started page, which kind of walks you through learning about StreamYard, and we do have a video tutorial series. So if you learn better with videos, we have that, or the streamyard.com/resources, that will start the process of kind of what we call our getting started page. I
added the link in there too. I just added it.
Sweet.
So.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So Barb is saying StreamYard customer service is the best. I totally
agree.
Barb.
Barb.
That was a much easier way to say exactly what I was trying to get at. Thank you, Barb.
Well, we have such a great support team who's working on, like, we have a chat set up, so you can just type in your question and we respond to you in, like, I don't know, less than a minute, unless we have such a high volume of request messages.
That's you responding to it.
Yep. Oh yeah, that's me. I'm in there all the time, especially in these times when there's
I know.
People have questions, they have feature requests, like you, Michael.
So y'all hold off on your questions right now, because she's in with us.
I guess so.
We
Yeah,
stole her.
Nobody
We stole her.
Yet.
That's right. Not right now.
So I think
right now.
Andrew's confused. He thinks this is Sunday night and that he can ask for feature requests. So Andrew, you're on the wrong show.
Every Sunday night, yep, just like you guys know, and I think you guys go to the town halls.
I'm at every one. Yes.
You're in every one.
I'm not there at every one, but I try to get to them. So Jolynn is asking for another question though, because this is a good one. Is Super Chats a Zoom, YouTube, or StreamYard function? And I'm just going to answer that, Jolynn. It is all on YouTube. Each platform, meaning YouTube or Twitch, has a different way to pay the creators. So that's what that is.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. So I was just going to say about the town halls that the two co-founders do every week. They really love that time to spend with the actual users of StreamYard. So you and I, And so, and I think you guys popping in there every week and saying, look, we really need this. We really need the comments to be showing up this way because it's really ruining our stream. They take that really seriously. And that's really how they base what feature is going to come next. So they first base it on our 3 pillars. So if you're in the town hall every Sunday, you'll know that our 3 pillars are the ease of use. So making the whole product just a breeze to do a live show, ease of use. And then the second one's stability. So we take the reliability of our actual product and our servers. We take that super seriously because this is live. Like we can't have any glitches or servers going down or anything like that. And then the last pillar is professional looking streams. So being able to put your logo up there and being able to show comments and things like that. And you guys had your awesome intro video at the beginning. That's so awesome. So they base all the next things they're working on, how they're going to build the product. They base it all off of what you guys request the most. And then if it's in line with those 3 pillars, optimizing those 3 pillars, then they're working on it right away.
That's awesome.
I feel like you just answered Mike's question here with what's the secret to getting their attention to our featured requests. And I think you just said it. It has to align with those 3 pillars. Yeah. Right?
Yep. And lots of people have to want it. Like we can't just pick a random feature that only one person would use. We want it to make the product better for everyone who's using it.
Mm-hmm. That is and Heather, I'll put this up for you. Comic book.
Thank you. No, yeah. So welcome to just a reminder for those of you who may have just joined us in progress. This is the comic book review show. I have to look at my notes to remember what it is that I name it, which is just
all right. Before I forget, because we got a bunch of people out there. I want to make sure and put this up there. So tell us where are you from? Everybody tell us.
Yeah.
Dana,
can I get to choose a different place every week, right? Like I don't have to be from the same place every week. Okay, good. Go ahead, Dana. Guest first.
You go first.
I live and work in Portland, Oregon. So the nice thing about Streamyard is that I can work remote with I can stream my other fellow coworkers. So I live in Portland, Oregon.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. So you see some rain.
Oh, do we? Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
It's pretty bad.
I get it. And now I'm the opposite coast. I'm all the way over in Greenville, South Carolina, actually Greer, South Carolina, but I always tell people Greenville because they kind of know that one. And then And then Heather's not in the United States. She is. Oh, no, you are, right? No, where are you?
No, I'm in America. I just am not going to tell you which one today. That's all. North, South, or Central. I'm not telling
America. You. I like that. Okay. Very specific.
So everybody out there, tell us where you're from. Tell us and give us countries, whatever, whatever you got. Idaho. There you go.
Idaho, where things are shaking right now. They just had an earthquake. They felt it in Butte, Montana, you guys, which is where I'm from.
Just crazy.
Seattle.
Yikes. Seattle.
Victoria.
British Columbia. There you go.
Nice.
Hermitage, Tennessee, near the Grand Ole Uproar.
You guys have so many viewers. So many people in the chat.
Yeah. I know we had Roz. I think Roz is here too. And
she's from Australia.
Did I see it? Maybe I missed it.
I don't know, but I love that. Australia watching our show. She's actually there. You go, cool. South Australia.
What time is it? What time is it there? Tomorrow?
Okay, hold on. I think I can figure this out. So
it's always the future. Chip's watching. Isn't he like right off to your shoulder over there?
He's right there. Okay. He's right there.
That would be Michael's
I think it's 8:30. Oh, I think it's 8:30 over there in the morning.
8:30. 8:30 a.m. How fun! Wow.
There's Dave Robinson. Hey, there you go. There's an Oregon. Beaverton.
Hey, Oregon. Yep, that's right near me.
Yeah, there you go.
How fun.
That's why I like to do this. Sometimes it's just like, oh my gosh.
Oh, I missed one. Sorry. Jules is here from Northeast England. My bad. Wow. Sorry about that.
Wow.
Formerly Grants Pass, Oregon, now Monrovia, California.
Oh, Oregon. Okay.
Mike is near Niagara Falls, Ontario. Sorry that I missed these guys.
Cool. Oh,
yeah, that's awesome.
Very cool.
I really like that you guys do this. to see where everyone's from.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. I love to see that because it's just so cool. There you go. 5:52.
Oh man, on Thursday morning. I love it. We're still stuck on
I hope
Wednesday.
Thursday is going to be good. Let me know, Ross.
I always ask her all the time. I say, I need to know the lottery numbers. Can you give them to me? Because it's already tomorrow. But they never work in Central Australian timeline.
That's so fun.
I know. I can never get it right. I never, ever get it right. I'm always wrong.
It's hard enough. It's figuring out the time zones in America. There's too many of them in here.
I know, whether you're in North, South, or Central America, doesn't matter.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
It's difficult.
Right.
And then you got those states that don't change, and you got all that. Anyway,
no daylight savings time in Arizona.
I know.
Well, can't keep up.
10:25 p.m. All right. So we're going to get to about maybe one or two more questions. If the audience has questions.
I love this. We're practicing extreme social distancing. Very good. Good job, everyone. Give yourself a round of applause right there.
And it's streaming is such a great way to be socially distant and still connect with all your friends.
Yep. So I wanted to ask one. This one's off the whatever I just want to ask you this one. So So having the two co-founders and all that kind of stuff, being also they're in remote locations from each other as well, right?
Right now, I think they're together.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
okay.
But they are.
A lot of times they're separated or whatever and that kind of stuff. So how does that work? I mean, obviously, do you guys get in StreamYards or do you just get in meetings or how do you do that? I mean, because just to let you, I mean, because it's StreamYard is great for live streaming, but I've a lot of times said that, hey, Zoom is great for meetings because you can get meeting stuff done. Yeah. StreamYard is the best for live streaming.
Yeah.
And it's two different entities. So that's how to separate the two. So I wanted to maybe touch on that a little bit, maybe, how you all chat and talk and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. So throughout the day, me with the support team, we're always on a Slack messaging channel because we just need to send quick messages back and forth to each other all day. But when we need to meet in kind of like a group scenario, we haven't used Zoom, but we'll do a conference call because most of the time we just need to talk on the phone, or we'll talk on the phone individually. But you're absolutely right, and I'm glad you brought that point up. That Zoom and StreamYard are such different products, but not a lot of people know why. And I think you said it exactly right. So Zoom is made for meetings, and StreamYard is made for live shows. So yes, you can interview guests on StreamYard like you're doing. You can interview up to 6 people on video, but it's made to add the production. So you're able to do all these branding and you can put comments on the screen. It's a live video production tool, whereas Zoom, it's made to meet with people there. So you come into the Zoom meeting and you just stay there and you meet with each other on the screen.
What a great answer. That's exactly, because we both said exactly the same thing. We both said exactly the same thing. And that's so true. Because I actually made a video. What's the difference between StreamYard and Zoom?
Oh, cool.
On my channel, and I put it out there, and I've gotten a lot of hits on it because people want to know what uses that way.
Right, exactly.
For slightly
she's saying, I just love the streaming platforms. I use 3 for slightly different uses, and I think that's the genius of it all. There's no wrong or right way to do all of this, and I think it's amazing to see how we're all doing it together. I got a great question here from Scott, and this might be, I don't know, we got like 10 more minutes, you think, before?
Yeah, we do.
Right?
We do. Yeah.
Okay. So I just want to let the audience know we got about 10 more minutes with Dana. So here's from Scott Scowcroft. What's the next big thing for StreamYard? That is, if you can tell us.
Good question.
Putting you on the spot.
I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, that's okay. So we're working on a lot of things all at once, of course. But I can tell you that soon we will be announcing a longer video overlay upload. So right now the video overlay, as you guys know, it can only be 30 seconds long. So your intro video, like it showed, that works great for intros and outros, but it doesn't work as well if you want to play a music video or if you want to show a video of something else. So we are adding that very, very soon. But like I already said about the town halls, we are working on all of those features that are requested. Some are higher priorities than others, of course. And we're also at the same time really trying to prioritize the stability. So we're working on scaling and making sure that even with this huge influx of customers, that we're able to support them all on the front end with customer support, but also on the back end with our servers.
That's so
That's
awesome.
so cool.
It is so cool.
Really cool.
Is in this day and time and everything that's going on, I just have to ask that, since you brought it up, I'm just going to segue into this.
Yeah.
Has it been, I mean, have you I know we talked about challenges at the very beginning, but has it been very tough to actually, I mean, has it gone down? I don't mean to be negative, but at the same time, has it, like you said, I don't know if you said it before the show or the beginning or whatever, but you said like Italy just freaking inundated you with, I mean, I think Geige said it on the show the other day with like 15,000 signups all at once.
I
or
think
something.
it was
like,
5,000. I think it was 5,000 signed up in one day.
We're on the comic book. We're in the comic book. I'm trying to make it
right.
boom,
That's true.
wow,
That's true.
bang.
Kapow, boom, bang. You're right. My bad.
Yeah.
So anyway, just kind of real quickly reflect on that. How has that been?
Yeah. So, well, it has really been hard to keep up, just because it's like, it was really all of a sudden everyone's on lockdown now. But I think there's been, from what I can remember, being on the support side of things, so in the customer support channels and things like that, there's only been really one instance that I can remember where some streams cut out once, and then the next second when they logged in, it was back to normal and things were kind of back up. So I'm actually really impressed at how well our systems are keeping up with the high demand, because and I really think that we can attribute that to how well Geige and Dan built the product in the beginning.
That's great.
They took so much time in really building it from day one to support this many customers
wonderful.
that we're now getting.
That's wonderful.
So here's a great question from Barb. She's like, what about security? And it's an interesting question because I've seen some things about people bombing. Bombing is the wrong word, I think, to use, but that's what you're calling it. Bombing a Zoom. Where they. Yeah. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So one thing about security that we put into place a long time ago was, there's actually two things. So we don't keep any passwords. So when you log into StreamYard, you use your email and then you get sent a code. So this is kind of like two dual factor authentication, so that we make sure it's you logging in. So we did that a long time ago. But then for our links, we don't have any passwords for a guest to join the link, but the link that we provide you to enter the stream is it's like a jumble of numbers and letters. So it's really hard to hack it, if you will. But also we have a it's a setting in StreamYard where you can force your guests to authenticate. So they have to sign in with either Facebook or YouTube before they get into your StreamYard studio. So you guys I think it's really smart, especially in these times of the Zoom, whatever's happening on Zoom. So if you guys turned this on, I would have had to sign in and kind of like requested that I can come into your room, even though you sent me the link already. It's kind of like a one more step security wise to make sure I'm the right guest.
You know, one thing that I really like, that I love though, one thing is that I can, unless I'm sharing my full screen, but when somebody does come in, they automatically come in out off the picture.
Right.
So nothing goes out to the pub. I love that. That's one of the best. I wish Zoom did that, had a way like where they're sitting there where I could see what's going on in the video before I bring that person in. That would be a huge thing in something like that, where you guys thought that through, and it's really, really an amazing feature. We're coming up at the time.
I know we're just about done, so I want to bring this comment up, and then I want to talk about what you're going to share with us before we end. So Scott says, you just have to believe video chats in all their different forms will become the new norm once this crisis is over. And he adds at last, and he's one of the ones from that Google Plus days, those Hangouts, video chat, all that stuff that we used to do back in the day. And it is at last, because we've been saying this for years. Guys, it's so easy. Stream with us.
Yeah.
And here we are. So
it is so easy. And I think I don't know if you want to call it a blessing in disguise, but people have been forced to kind of learn technology and learn how easy it is to put a stream together. You know, when you log in on StreamYard, it's really easy to upload your little logo. And now you have a really professional stream, and it's really easy to send the invite link to your guests, to have multiple interviews and things like that. So I think it's kind of forced the people who wouldn't have otherwise
it's interesting too, because the thing is that you have like, I have teachers, okay, G Suite and Google products and Hangouts and everything is all, Google Hangouts Meet is all built into their ecosystem. But I've had teachers who reach out to me because they know I'm a geek, and maybe the baseball coaches say, dude, you need to help me get in a meeting. You know, it's really interesting. They have all these tools at their fingertips for nothing, and they don't use them. So I think it's opening everybody's eyes, and they're like, oh, well, this one's pretty cool, and then this one's pretty cool. Yeah, no, it's really interesting how all of that has come into fruition. So
okay, we're going to wrap this up, but we have one thing. We have one thing that we want to share. My question to you and to Geige was, what has been the most unique or the most interesting, or tell us something about what you've seen StreamYard being used for. Do you have an example for us of something like that?
I do. Yeah, actually, really recently, I think it was not this past Sunday, but the week before, we had Rosie O'Donnell host the Rosie Show on StreamYard. And that was really, really neat. It was a benefit. It was they were raising money for the Actors Fund, and Rosie's a huge advocate for Broadway. And so they were raising money to support these actors and actresses who are out of work now because Broadway's closed. You can't see any of those shows. So she hosted her show with StreamYard. Yep, there it is. And she got hundreds of thousands of views, and they raised a lot of money with the YouTube. They were able to use the donate button on YouTube. But that was really a neat thing to see.
She actually used StreamYard, like like you're doing right now to put her show on.
Exactly. So that little picture you see there, so the Rosie Show, that's her little overlay photo, and then it changed to a couple overlay videos, and then her intro started. And then it was
shout out to the Rosie O'Donnell Show crew for realizing StreamYard is worth using. Awesome.
5,001, 185 views. Wow, that is just incredible.
Very cool.
That's gonna go up because we're gonna put the link. Or Heather might be putting the link over in the chat. So
I'm
now
try. I don't think I can put it in all the places that you can, Michael. So I think you should put it up. It's in the private chat. There's
okay. All right. I'll grab
Sorry. I know you don't have enough buttons to push, buddy. You need to push another button. I'm just saying. You hardly ever do anything on this show anyway.
I'm so lazy. So here's the Rosie.
It's a really good video too. If you haven't seen it, it's a pretty long show, but she interviews so many celebrities. So it's super fun to watch her. So she invites the guests and then she kicks them out, and then it's a new guest. So she's kind of doing it like that, and it's so fun. So fun to get those little interactions with all these different celebrities.
That's so fantastic. Cool. I love that. That's awesome.
All right, so we're gonna close this now, right? We're gonna close this now. I want to let the audience know. I want to let the audience know that they have a chance to come in and meet Dana in person if you are a Tinkering with Tech community member. Remember, it's paid for community, and these are one of the many perks you get for your $10 a month. The link is in the description if you're watching on YouTube. Everywhere else, I have no clue how to get it. Just go to YouTube, find the link over there. And I know you want to finish this up, Michael, so I will be quiet for 1 minute.
No, that's okay. You're all right. This is fantastic.
There she is with her watch.
That's right.
Timer's going.
I want to say thank you, first of all. I know Geige was supposed to be here. He originally was supposed to be here. He had something that
I think we got a better deal.
Heather, thank you.
A lot better.
Wonder Woman.
But,
oh yeah, that's right. I'm supposed to be Wonder Woman still.
Wonder Woman, that's right. So a lot of things worked out today, and we really do appreciate you taking time out to chat with us, though. And Geige even said that just to give you kudos, he said you will love her. You need to have her on. We would love if you don't mind doing that. So he gave you kudos there too, just so you know. And he was right, and I appreciate it. I'm glad I finally got to meet the person who I'm always complaining to.
Yeah.
That's true, Chip.
I love it. Well, it's not. I tell you, it's not always me. But when I see your name in there, I'm always like, "Oh, it's Michael. Let's write him back."
Well, I appreciate that. That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll come on again. I would love to have you on again. Sometimes when you can stay longer.
Great. Thank you guys for hosting me. It's been so fun to meet you face to face. I know I've seen your name in the Streamyard community so many times, so it's been really, really fun to be on your show.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's wonderful. And we'll get Geige back on. And I'm going to do, this is anybody that's watching right now, tell your friends, I talked to you about this. This is the last thing, and then we're going to go. But I'm not going to do it this show because we haven't worked out all the details and everything. But you know about it because we've had conversation about it. I am going to give a free year's subscription to StreamYard. Tinkering with Tech is going to give a free year's subscription to StreamYard. It's just we have to work out the details and everything and how that's going to work.
Yep.
And no one from Canada, because it's usually like a $20 more. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No.
I love it.
But we're going to do that. I want to do it in coordination with you. So once somebody signs up and I know who that person is, maybe that's the way we can do it or whatever. But I want to do that to give back. I pay for the professional version, even though I don't use the professional version part of it. I pay for that anyway because I support you guys.
Oh,
it's my way of giving to you guys. So that's what I do that on my own personal thing because I like to do that. So
wow. Thank you.
Thank you again. All right. And we'll see everybody in the after party. You stick around. We'll give you the link so you can join the after party. All right.
Love it. Thanks for having me, you guys.
100%. And folks, we will see you guys in the after show or backstage pass, as we call it. Thank you again. And we'll talk soon.